that's Steve. We're both brothers, and we've both had treatments, SMP treatments at Luxe Micro in the last 6 months. I'm 36 years old and Steve's 34. We've both been losing our hair. Well, I've been losing my hair since about 18 years old, and I fully shaved my head by the time I was about 25, and I think Stephen was around 26 when he started to have to shave his head because he was completely gone. I came to the realization that, look, I'm not going to have hair, and that's how it was. Until one day I was watching that Married at First Sight. I should say my wife was, because it was pretty embarrassing saying I was, but anyways, we're watching Married at First Sight, and she researched one of the guys on there, and he had an SMP on his head, and I had no idea what that was at the time. So I did a bit of research about SMP, and I came across Luxe Micro and many other providers. At the end of the day, I chose to come down to Luxe Micro because when I was dealing with Martin, he was very, very understanding. I could ask him many questions as I wanted to, and he never pressured me into coming down and having the procedure done. It was all up to me. I was still skeptical about the process because I was like, well, I've never had a tattoo before, and it's pretty full on to get one put on your head if you've never had one before. So I came down to Luxe Micro, met one of his clients who was actually down from Sydney. That speaks volumes in itself, someone driving all the way down to Sydney to visit Luxe Micro. He was absolutely stoked with the procedure. I met Marcel for the first time there, and again, he was very welcoming and answered all my questions at the time. We went back and forth quite a few times, and then I decided to come down and get the procedure done. My wife said, why not, give it a go. Pretty nervous on the first day. Marcel set me down. I was most concerned about my hairline, and as Marcel said, like, it's a slow process, so it's not about getting the hairline right in the first day there. I wanted a bit more of a natural hairline, not just straight across. So we started it up a little bit higher to start off with. Went through about 4 sessions overall, and it's not just like when you go to one session, he does part of your head, he actually does the whole head in one session, and then he layers it until he gets it right. And Marcel's not about, oh, here's 2 or 3 sessions, goodbye and see you later. He's an artist, and he wants to ensure that he gets it done right, and you're happy with that. We worked on the hairline, and I got it right, and I can't be more than happy with how it is at the moment. It's brilliant, and so the reactions I got, I was a bit worried going into work the first day after getting it done. You know, people just thought that my hair was coming back slowly. Once the procedures were all done, I remember sitting there at home, and one of my mates looked at me and he took a second take and said, what's with your hair? Like, have you got hair plugs, or what have you done? I told him it was a SMP or a hair tattoo, and he just didn't believe me. It looked so real, and so many people have commented about how good it looks, and they couldn't tell any difference. And I've got so many friends now that are interested in getting the procedure done, as they've actually also lost their hair. And also my brother, he came over, and I surprised him with it being done, and he was shocked to see, wow, this is so great. It looks real, and he couldn't get over it. And that's where I introduced him to Martin himself, and I'll let Stephen go through his journey himself.
Look, what can I say? I mean, as you can see, the results speak for itself. I mean, I remember Mark, when he first got it done, I was like, wow. You know, I mean, I think it was only the second, third session through, and overall you have 4 sessions, up to 3 to 4 depending. And I thought it looked amazing already as it was. And even with me, I think the reason why I went for this, I guess, procedure is because I was actually quite, you know, funny about having this bald head for many years, and especially in photos, you know, you want to shape your face, and, you know, having a hairline actually just gives you that, I guess, that bit more youthful look, I guess, and I guess that's where the confidence comes back. I mean, I was always pretty confident, but initially when I first went bald, it was pretty devastating because, you know, I mean, losing your hair can be a big thing for many people. And so I think at the end of the day, I'm very happy I've gone through this procedure, and I have to be very thankful to Marcel because he's done such a great job. And, you know, like Mark said, he sort of introduces the hairline. You know, he might start off high, and then he works, you know, with you to see what you want. So it's perfect. And yeah, what can I say? I'm just stoked. And look, I recommend Martin to anyone out there that is concerned about their hair. It's like Mark said, also the tattoo process can be a bit daunting, but once you get it done, it's the best thing I've ever done. So, and like I said, it's not just about the hair. And the procedure master's a great guy. He makes you feel comfortable in the chair. The first thing he did was introduce himself to me, and we have little chats, for 4 or 5 hours in the chair. Then obviously the time gets shorter as you go. But the first session, I just felt like I know the guy for a long time, which also helps with the, anxiety of the situation. And he confirms with you that, over the time, it's just going to get better and better. From this, I've actually introduced Master now to another friend of mine who's getting it done because he was very, very happy with the results I got. So the fact that he's, made that decision too, you can see how, once we get out there and show people the results, I think that less people will be, worried about, having a tattoo on their head. But I can tell you, it's the best thing I've ever done. So if you ever want to come down to Luxe Micro, I recommend it. Master's great. So, please line up at the door and come in.
Yeah, don't. What we're saying is that if you are interested in doing it, don't wait. Just get it done because you'll never regret it.
Yeah,
it's great.
One thing I found with Master too is very easy to work with. I get, you email him, he'll get back to you as soon as possible. Any concerns, he'll get back to you. He gives you, how would you say, the aftercare with your hair, what to do to make sure it's, done properly. So he's really good and very thorough. So we're very thankful for his results. And like Mark said, I went to work and everybody couldn't believe the results. They looked twice at me to say, what's different about this guy, And then I didn't mind telling them, and they couldn't believe their eyes. It was actually an actual tattoo. So I'm very grateful. And I guess now when I get photos, and I'll jump into every photo there is now. Like my mates will take a photo, I'll be in it, whereas before it wasn't like that, So very happy.
I was about to say, you're not wearing a hat for the first time in a long time. You used to wear hats all the time.
Yeah.
And he actually came over to my house the other day, and you normally would have his hat on because you were
I'm really conscious about it,
And now he's just full of confidence, and I can't be more happier.
Yeah, so I'm walking around with a big smile on my face. So thank you again, and I hope you get in contact with Martin, and I'm sure he'll look after you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Martin.
Thank you.